single file out of the stadium and proceed directly to their automobiles. We ask that parents, family, and guests please remain seated at this time. After the ceremony, faculty members will release you by section. Please exit the stadium in orderly fashion and observe the 6-foot social distancing guidelines. Out of the concern and well-being of the class of 2020 and for each of you, we respectfully request that everyone, graduates included, go directly to your vehicles and exit the campus. You and your graduate may celebrate off campus with our heartiest of congratulations. We recognize that today's ceremony and these procedures may be a bit untraditional, but we genuinely appreciate your cooperation and your show of consideration for these young people who have waited so long for this special day. Class of 2020, please stand to be recognized.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please bow your heads with me, and you can see. Dear God, although our senior year was cut short, we still have 3.5 crazy, wonderful years full of memories that we all can look back on. I know that as we take this next step into life, you'll be watching over us and guiding us through this unknown territory. Even though the future is uncertain, I am humbled by the fact that you have blessed me with a family that will always be there for me, a class that I can always have fun with, and a town that I can always come home to. I ask you, God, to look over the families who have lost members to one of the many illnesses that plague our land, whether it be viral, social injustice, or mental health related. As we travel into a new era, I pray that you give us, the class of 2020, the wisdom, compassion, empathy, and strength to work together to seek solutions to those issues that divide us as a country, and remind us that we are to love each other as you first loved us. We ask this in Jesus' name, amen.
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Bowdon High School graduation ceremony. As Vice President of the Class of 2020, it is an honor to be here tonight with you all. Tonight is the night that we have been waiting for. Without our parents, family, friends, community, faculty, and staff, we would not be where we are today, so thank you. Thank you for supporting us, especially through the struggle of COVID-19. Even though our senior year did not finish the way we planned, I believe that we all made the best of the situation. Our town has supported us and celebrated with us for this special day. We are extremely lucky to have a community that loves us and chooses to make the best of a difficult situation. Today is our day to celebrate. We say goodbye to the past 13 years together, and we move on to the next chapters of our lives. No matter where each of us go, the Class of 2020 is family, and we will always have special memories that will last forever. Class of 2020, you are very special to me, and I wish each of you the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and good evening to my Aunt Pat, the BHS class of 1955 Salutatorian, who is watching from home this evening. My name is Riley Daniel, and I'm honored to be the Salutatorian of the class of 2020. This is a wonderful night. I'm really happy that we got to have graduation here because some of my best memories from high school were made in this stadium. I remember one Friday night, I was on the field waiting to twirl, and I remember looking around and having a second to stop and really be present in that moment. I saw everyone and everything, and I got really overwhelmed by how happy I was here. I'm glad to say that my time in high school was filled with moments like this where all I could say was, wow, I am so happy. I couldn't think of anything I would have rather been doing with any other people in any other place. And I know that this didn't just happen. I know that this isn't something the world just gives. I know it's because I've been blessed with people who cared about making this experience good for me. Sorry. I'd like to thank my dad for teaching me about people and showing me the power of honoring God with your work. I'd like to thank my mom for selflessly taking care of me and consistently praying for me. I'd like to thank my sister Jenna for being such a good influence and kind friend. Thank you, teachers, for caring so much and showing such genuine commitment towards my education and my well-being. Thank you to my friends for supporting me and being people I could make really good memories with. And I think I speak for my entire class in thanking this community for the dedication you guys have shown in making all of high school, but especially this year, the best it could be for us. And above all, I would like to thank God for showing me so much mercy to get me to this point and being so kind to me. I owe everything I am and everything I might be to Him and His faithfulness. So I know you guys are going to go and do really great things. I know sitting in front of me are great teachers, speakers, workers, doctors, business people, but y'all won't be alone in doing so. There are a lot of really smart, strong, hard-working people in this world, but we really need more kind people. So while professional success is something to strive for, be good friends, good parents, good husbands, good wives, good people first. Because more than your intelligence or skill set or work ethic, this world needs your kindness. And I know that that sounds really naive, and I know that I don't know everything, but I do know that there have been times in my life where good people have changed everything for me. People who went out of their way to show me genuine kindness and were willing to let God work through them were such a powerful gift. And it breaks my heart that there are a lot of people in this world who don't know what it feels like to have the influence of a good person in their life. And I know that each of you has it in you to be that for somebody. So go and live with such goodness and kindness and mercy that this world doesn't know how to process it, because this is how you will live a truly impactful life. The poet Maya Angelou wrote that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. We all want to be part of something bigger than ourselves, right? And I feel like a lot of people search for this in achievements and advancements, and these things are so great, but so temporary. There is something, however, about making people feel loved and acknowledged and important that lasts for generations. Goodness truly grows into something that is so much bigger than us. So if you spent any time around me this year, you know I have not been ready to graduate. And it's obviously because I'm going to miss high school, I'm going to miss being here, but I'm really going to miss the people I was here with. You guys are the group I've been with as I've grown and learned and did what I love and fell in love and laughed and cried. I mean, everything that has happened to me in the past decade has involved you guys in some way, and now we're supposed to leave each other. My sister Jenna is my best friend. She has given me some of the most genuine advice I've ever received. So she's helped me a lot this year with this idea of leaving and moving on to the next chapter. She reminded me that God gives life in seasons, and even when we can't think of anything better than what we have now, He gives us more than we could dream of, and He is faithful in every season. So I'm excited to see what He has for us. I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do to make the world we live in better. I'm excited to see what this class's next chapter holds. but I want to thank you guys tonight for making this such a sweet season. I am proud to be from Bowdon, and I am proud of the people you all are. May we all never forget what has made being a Red Devil so very special. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for all those who came, and thank you to the administration for allowing us to have this ceremony. I never thought it would come due to everything happening, but I'm so glad to see it happening. Allow me to begin with a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson: "To leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know even one life breathed easier because you lived, this is to have succeeded." Since the spring of my 8th grade year, this night, this speech has been an ultimate goal of mine. Every class choice, every turned-in assignment had an afterthought of how it would affect my likelihood of getting to deliver this speech. Being valedictorian is something several people in my family have attained, and I'm so proud to earn it among them. An adage that has resounded with me all 4 years is the African adage, "It takes a village to raise a child." How I am so grateful for the village that raised me and crafted me into the person I am today. I've been blessed with a family who never gave up on me, a family who supported me in even my most controversial decisions. First and foremost, I have utmost gratitude to my parents who have made any available sacrifice to ensure my success and my happiness. From the day I was born, they have worked tirelessly to make sure that I have a happy life and will never be alone. To my mother, the woman who raised me and inspired me to be my true self, you taught me that my ideas are valid and legitimate. Not only did she teach me to defend my sometimes unpopular ideas, but she taught me how to articulate these ideas into the written word. I may be biased, but I truly believe she's the best English teacher to serve this district. And I'm so blessed to have her as my personal writing tutor. When I made the choice to begin dual enrollment, you spent the entire first summer helping me to develop my skills and my confidence, and in turn supported my decision to create a new life for myself at UWG my junior and senior years. This support also existed in my wonderful father, who used his career to not only create a stable life for me and my brother, but to create an image of success and balance in fatherhood. I hope to be a similar role model for my future children. He gave me the drive and ability to envision myself delivering this speech and earning this honor. From a very young age, my parents made sure that I valued my education and placed a great deal of emphasis on my academics. I will never forget the hours they spent reading to me and trying to develop my intelligence. I am forever grateful to you both. Now it remains true that I had a great village even beyond my parents. I was blessed with my grandmother Gail, who time and time again showed me her limitless love and encouraged me and supported me through every decision and hardship I've encountered to this point. Your words of affirmation and commitment to being included in my life is something I'm forever grateful for. All the big moments of my life, the moments that formed me into who I am blessed to have you in all those memories as a warm, smiling face full of love. To my strong-willed grandfather, I am appreciative for the countless breakfasts in his kitchen and the Southern Lady. He showed me the importance of a good sense and good humor. From him, I learned everything I know about American history and politics, a subject he was very well versed in teaching. He is the patriarch of a beautiful family and every goal I have for my future family. And to my grandmother Lois, thank you for teaching me to be my true self and to love the real me. It is from your influence that I've learned resilience and how to bounce back from anything that is thrown my way. My family support system has been vast, including the countless cousins, aunts, and uncles, all of whom have played an important role in the development of my life, and for that I'm eternally grateful. Now, I've also been blessed with a village that's not necessarily related to me by blood. To Dr. Amy Griffin, thank you for giving me my first clinical opportunity at what I will forever believe was the best high school job. You gave me a chance to see the real world life in pharmacy, and somewhere along the way became a role model and my friend. You took a chance on hiring a 17-year-old pharmacy tech, and I forever am grateful for this commitment and faith in me. And also to all the other pharmacists and technicians at Southwire Pharmacy, thank you for showing me the reality of adulthood and the joys of everyday life. These non-family role models have taught me how to find and appreciate the joys in life, as well as the not so enjoyable parts, and also how to make the best of all my situations. That being said, my story would not be complete without recognition to the amazing educators who devoted their careers to furthering the education of this class. I'm beyond grateful for the outstanding advisor, Ms. Kim Ivester. Her guidance through these first 3 years of high school undoubtedly set the groundwork for all achievements that I and we will have. Along with that is the faculties at both the University of West Georgia and here at Bowdon High School, who there are far too many to count, who showed me the diverse avenues of success and my capability to achieve anything I decide upon. Each of these educators represented the success I strive to achieve. Now, thank you for listening to me as I rambled on about the many people who have loved and supported me along this journey. I know that many aspects of this night is nowhere near what we had planned for it to be. 4 years ago, when we started high school, I knew this night would come and I dreamed of giving this speech. I thought of many ideas, phrases, and quotes that I wanted to include in my dream valedictorian speech, but I never dreamed I would deliver this speech to a limited crowd and before a class separated by 6 feet in all directions. As many have been saying throughout the quarantine, we may be socially distant. This time has forced us to grow closer in so many other ways. Our class has overcome obstacles that society has not faced since the early 20th century, meaning near around nobody has any firsthand experience with a pandemic similar to the one we're facing. However, I'm confident that we are given this as an opportunity. I cannot think of any recent class that would have been able to seamlessly transition to online learning while also keeping hope that we would be able to take part in these traditions that we have long been anticipating. For that is one of our most outstanding accomplishments. Though we've completed all the required credits and taken many core courses among several subjects, the importance of those subjects pale in comparison to the skills and values we picked up along the journey. Yes, biology and American literature are very important courses, but I believe the values we learned in high school, mainly the skill of confidently and accurately using your voice, are far more important. In recent times, young voices are becoming more and more relevant on the national stage. From the election of late 20-year-old congresspeople to the rise of social media, our generation has the circumstances to give validity and an audience to all those who use their voice. If you take anything from my speech or our high school career, I hope you've learned to find and use each of your unique voices, as they are all so important. And in case you haven't noticed, it's an election year, so get out and vote. We all can do it now. We have the unique opportunity to grow from simultaneous public health, economic, and human rights violations in our country in one of the most pivotal times of our lives. Never let anyone tell you that your age or any other characteristic makes your opinion, your voice, any less valid. And never forget to dream big and fight hard. Thank you.
Before we present diplomas, I would like to recognize the members of the class of 2020 who have committed to protecting our nation with military service after graduation. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Chase Ellis, Army. Daniel Githens, Army Reserves. Stephen Maherg, Army. Cameron Whitman, Army. Timothy Fadley, Marines. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize the members of class of 2020 who have earned individual scholarships. Students, when I call your name, please stand and remain standing. I ask the audience to please hold your applause until the very end. I will be reading the student's name and the scholarships that they have earned. Ernesto Aguilera, the Carroll EMC Foundation Scholarship. Charlie Bell, the WinShape Foundation Scholarship and the Berry Academic Scholarship. Haley Beals, Bowdon Main Street Scholarship, David and Pam Smith Academic Scholarship. Braden Bowen, Bowdon High School Class of 1949 Scholarship. Isaac Christopher, Berry Academic Scholarship and the Berry Grant from Alumni and Friends. McKenna Cobb, the Bowdon High School Class of 1980 Scholarship, the Young Harris Academic Scholarship, and the Young Harris Art Scholarship. Roswell Cole, the Bowdon High School Valedictorian Scholarship, the Paul and Lee Isla Adams Scholarship. Carson Cummings, the University of West Georgia Alumni Legacy Scholarship, and the Roy Richards Senior Scholarship. Riley Daniel, the Bowdon High School Salutatorian Scholarship, Bowdon High School Spanish National Honor Society Scholarship, and the Lockheed Martin Leadership Association Scholarship. Madison Farmer, the JSU Spirit Scholarship. Benjamin Fortson, the University of West Georgia Athletic Scholarship and the Buck Rainwater Memorial Scholarship. Malia Gray, the Francis Plunkett Scholarship. Zeb Han, the Carroll EMC Lineman Scholarship, Automotive Aftermarket Association of the Southeast Scholarship, and the Carroll EMC Foundation Scholarship. Taisha Harrison, the MLK Coalition Scholarship, and the Landers and Adele McCarley Scholarship. Dusty Hobson, the Bowdon High School Athletic Booster Club Scholarship. Callie McCord, the Young Harris Academic Scholarship. Caitlin McElwee, the 2020 Carroll EMC Extending Hope Scholarship. Lakin Maxwell, the Provost Scholarship, Denmark Scholarship, and out-of-state grant. Aaliyah Maxwell, the Tabitha and Logan Hancock and Francis Wood Scholarship through the University of West Georgia, the American Red Cross Scholarship, the Bowdon High School Booster Club Scholarship, and the Robert Saxon Family Scholarship. Carly Robinson, the Berry College Service Fellows, the Berry Grant from Alumni and Friends, and the Berry Academic Scholarship. Cassie Robinson, the Gamecock Spirit Scholarship. Cooper Smith, the Army West Point Football Scholarship. Brianna Swafford, the Bowdon Saratoga and the University of West Georgia Alumni Scholarships. Nathan Teal, the Beef Challenge Scholarship. Jasmine Thomas, Valdosta State University Academic Grants. Journey Turner, the 316 Healthcare Scholarship and Pilgrim's Pride Scholarship. Amaya Wortham, the Pam and David Smith Scholarship and the Path to College Sweepstakes. And Deja Wyatt, the Albany Tech Basketball Scholarship. Let's give these students a round of applause. You may be seated. Additionally, we have several members of the class of 2020 who have qualified to earn the Hope Scholarship. To earn this scholarship, students have to achieve a grade point average of 3.0 in their core academic subject areas. If earned, a portion of their tuition is paid. At this time, I would like for all of the students receiving the Hope Scholarship to please stand. Let's give these students an applause. You may be seated. Finally, 6 members of the class of 2020 have earned the Zell Miller Hope Scholarship. To earn this scholarship, students must achieve a 3.7 grade point average and a score of at least 1,200 on the SAT, only considering math and critical reading, or have a 26 composite score on the ACT. If earned, 100% of their tuition is paid if they attend a public institution in the state of Georgia. At this time, I would like to recognize these students, and when I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until the end. Charlie Bell, Riley Brown, Roswell Cole, Riley Daniel, Carly Robinson, Jackson Sarna. Let's give these students a round of applause. Thank you. In total, the class of 2020 has earned over $1.7 million in scholarships. Let's give our seniors a final round of applause. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm so proud of you and the accomplishments that you have made. 4 years ago, we began this journey together. It has truly been my honor and privilege to watch you grow from the unsure freshmen that you were to the confident young men and women I see before me today. It's an understatement to say that this year has been an unusual one. In a world in which everything seems uncertain and overwhelming, I want to remind you that storms never last forever, and this too shall pass. Except we're going to have to start talking fast because I'm afraid that storm's going to last for a minute. If you're stressed or overwhelmed because you may not have a plan right now, that's okay. We're all a little stressed and overwhelmed. For those of you with a plan, it's absolutely acceptable for that plan to change. These past 4 months have shown us that all plans change, sometimes overnight, and the ability to adapt is what makes us successful. I want to remind you that the diploma that you're about to receive serves as a ticket to whatever future you can imagine. No matter what you decide to be, now or in the future, it will always help open doors, allowing you to follow the path that you choose. So dream big and work hard. Learn from your mistakes and remain humble when you succeed. Never be too proud to ask for help or to admit when you're wrong. Always be kind, compassionate, and helpful. Most importantly, always remember that the people sitting around you tonight are cheering you on, and no matter what life might throw at you, you can handle it, because you are now and you will forever be Red Devil strong. At this time, Mr. Brett Hart, Assistant Principal of Bowdon High School, Mr. Scott Cowart, Superintendent of Carroll County Schools, Mr. Bart Cater, Carroll County Board Member and Bowdon Cluster Representative, and Ms. Lori Teal, Bowdon Elementary School Principal, will you please come forward and present the diplomas?
It's my honor to present the candidates for graduation. Students, when I call your name, please come forward. Roswell Adams Cole. Riley Ann Elizabeth Daniel. Lakin Grace Maxwell. Jackson Anthony Sarna. Mary Carly Robinson. Aaliyah Gail McKenzie. Callie Ann McCord. Brianna Susan Swafford. Kendall Renee Jones. Charles Jefferson Bell. Kaylee Danielle Clark. Leah Marie Comer Hilburn. Yasmin Rebecca Charlie Kemp. Carson Lindy Cummings. Nathan Landon Teal. Riley Elizabeth Brown. Malia Lane Gray. Corey Robert Thompson. Ernesto Andres Aguilera. Elijah James Robinson. Cassie Jade Robinson. Haley Nicole Bills. Taisha Terrell Harrison. Emily Catherine Bryant. Braden Wayne Bowen. Isaac Richard Christopher. McKenna Magdalene Cobb. Jasmine Sky Thomas. Angie Samantha Gomez Diaz. Abigail Soteria Smith. Colton Braid Simmons. Madison Grace Farmer. Riley Chase Johnson. Tavana Lois Gay. Kelsey Page Nunn. Benjamin Milton Fortson. Journey Faith Turner. Chase Andrew Orr. Mason Curtis Daniel. Dylan Asher Jones. Dusty Joe Hobson. Brandon Stephen Sheets. Chloe Elizabeth Hull. Lindsay Giselle Martinez. Trajan Duran Bodie. Joshua Blake Thompson. Stephen Scott J. Hembry. Cooper Landon Smith. Deja Ayana Wyatt. Shayla Faith Cooley. Cora Mae Lee Wiggins. Gerardo Alexis Diaz. Jeremiah Isaiah Adams. Michael Eugene Agan. Jade Alexander Beasley. Aaliyah Brashay Bexley. Zadian Lee Bonds. Cameron Montoine Buckhannon. Helena Nicole Collins. Roger Dakota Collins. Ariel Andriana Davis. Haley Renee Dillard. Timothy James Fadley. Daniel Preston Githens. Sherilyn Gouldsby. Zeb Fisher Hand. Mason Joel Hill. Nautica Kamaya Johnson. Cody James Key. Timothy Scott Mann. Caitlin Brooke McElwee. Mace Aubrey McIntyre. Stephen Daniel Maherd. Margarita Mendiola. Haley Nicole Mitchell. Davion DeAntoine Montgomery. Talisha Lachey Rhodes. Hunter Brian Rowland. Tiana May Setters. Sydney Faith Smith. Stephen Scott Watts. Brian Daniel West. Cameron Lee Whitman. Amaya Shantae Wortham. William Christopher Roboleski. And Carly Gabrielle Wyatt.
Please stand and bow your head with me. Lord, thank you for being with us for the last 4 years. May your blessings follow each of us as we find new journeys to travel. May you guide us safely along the pathways of our dreams. May your gentle hand guide the decisions we will make. May our hearts and lives always reflect the love and truth. Father, may we live a life that reveals your hope and be guided in everything we do by your everlasting truth. Amen.
Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'll take a picture. Are y'all ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present you the Bowdon High School class of 2020. All right, you gotta put that in. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Class of 2020, you are dismissed.
Amen.